All right, today we got PSG, the newly signed duo of Yumi and Kewl. This is an interesting duo to me, and if I'm being straight up with you guys, I don't know a ton. I've heard a lot of good things from some of the people I trust in NA West, but personally, I don't know a ton about this duo, so I'm excited to see how they play. They recently finished third in their own NA West weekly final. Let it this area, so this is a big buff. If that doesn't stay there, this little platform, definitely not a great spot to land. But if it does, and they're able to get keys, they could use the vault every single game, as well as get that position. So to me, that's huge. This is a lot of loot in this area, and if you're able to do it effectively, you're chilling. There's also so much movement all around the map here, so you're not going to really have a problem. As we can see, clearly got a plan for some Storm Surge. Kewl going to go over it, take some shots. Winds up getting headshots sniped. That's a rip. He's lucky he's not getting pushed there. I guess he put out enough damage. I straight up can't tell you why this team doesn't push this, man. And you see he's immediately going to go and start taking some shots again. Interesting. So they get away with one there. I'll straight up say that. And we see gonna go for that gold lever over the gray prime. Pretty standard. We got the materials. We actually do pull a zone. I feel like zone doesn't pull over here a lot. These guys just farming up what they can. Gonna hit the boat. Get out of here. This is smart. Rotate in past where these guys already were. Use the keys. Get yourself a little bit of an upgrade here. And this is just getting them deeper into the zone. You don't necessarily want to be stranded on those islands because it's just going to be you and that other team trying to fight for surge damage between the two. Not necessarily a path to success unless you're out aiming them and you already lost one with getting sniped. So take that for what it is. Gonna base up here. Yumi goes up in a tall tower. Seen this out of the likes of Clicks and Dukes. It's a pretty congested area for this part of the zone. Not sure I've seen it this congested before. That's interesting. Now zone pulls back up north, so they're gonna have to make a decision here. Where exactly and how they want to make this rotate, or when. Looks like they're just trying to see if anyone's still around them here. But I don't really think they see too much. There's just one team they'll look to hold for the time being, but I think that team realizes that, not really going to give them shots. Kewl's got to hit some map refarm. And we do see Yumi gets given all the mats. Told, yo, just chill up there, try and still get a snipe. He's looking for that team, doesn't see anything. Yumi gets the refarm in. This is actually really smart. One team being active getting surge, the other teammate being active getting mats. So we see they're going to hit the little rotate back to where they were. And I like playing on edge of zone here. They got the two pads if they need to make a rotate. Now we see zones not going to pull in their favor again. So some bad zones. But luckily people rotated quickly. So this is a fairly open area for them. Kewl hitting some shrooms. And they're just playing this patiently. So by the time they make this rotate, everything's cleared out. And they're in a good spot. I feel like everyone now has moved so quickly to rotate immediately. But in certain areas, like this one that we're in right now, you can get away with rotating late just because there's all that natural terrain to block you. But when it's open areas, like a lot of the map, like if we were in this area, it's just way too open to rotate this late because everyone's already based up in zone and going to be looking to take shots at you. So they accidentally land on a team here. Get chopped out. Pressure comes in. That looks like Boogan threats. That is Bugün threats. Nice little shot. Let him know. Keep on moving. Keep on keeping on. Do put some pressure on there and gonna force Bugün Miro to spend a little more. Or Bugün Miro, jeez. Bugün threats. So used to those two playing together. Spend a little more mats than they would have liked to. Yumi and Kewl gonna have to play edge a third here. And for them still, this is definitely not how you want to play this. I would want to get in deeper, but you have pads, so it's not necessarily a massive issue. And we start seeing this team come, or we know it's only a solo. They probably think they probably realize that's a solo. So they're just waiting for an opportunity to get this elim. Kewl is going to snag that one. Smart, patient on that one, able to grab that elim. Let's see if they go walk over and try and get that. Just waiting for the snipes to come through. This is a long... I guess it's frozen now. I was going to say, this is a long time just staring at that one wall. So they get another far rotate. These guys can't buy a zone even if they wanted to here. Gonna go over, get all the loot. Ooh, that gold Evo Chrome is just nasty. Get a little capped off, but to me now they're late on this rotate. Not a huge fan of this. Looks like Kewl's a little active. So they're late. They're not a ton above on Surge. Nice use of the Chrome here along the way. Box up on it. Smart to recognize that you do have it. Get themselves right on the edge here. You're going to have to use a little bit of heals, but not that big a deal. And he throws down the Chrome to make sure he can get that little bit of HP back. So they pull fit zone. Finally, you get a little bit of zone luck here, right? Jelty goes down. Krizok's gonna get cleaned up. That's huge. These fifth zone refreshes are massive, especially when you pull fifth, because now you just have all this extra loot you're chilling on, and you can't really ask for anything more than that. So this is definitely why they're able to be so successful in this game. They now have the ultimate low ground here. They have mats to expand out. They have the launch pads if they want them. We see Bugün threats just kind of chilling on the walls here, trying to fight for that position. And they're not willing just to give that up. Definitely is a fight down here on the low ground for this positioning. Looks like someone else, or maybe during replay lag. Oh, there's a solo that snuck into this. This is smart. Immediately tarping forward for 6 zone, using all that extra mats. Kewl getting the front side. We have Yumi going back to get the extra. You never want to leave something left alone, because a lot of times players will hop in, try and hide behind a cone or something. We see Kewl just going to move on forward. Likely they're going to pad from this box. Yes, they are. Smart play here. Let's see where they decide to land, how they want to play this. Looks like Yumi's leading the way. Get himself on this left side of zone. Start tarping, claiming some space. This is pretty much in zone. They are in zone now. Have a player or two players right above them if they want to make a play. Looks like they're going to decide not to, just trade over some of the materials. And zone is going to pull back towards the land. So we're going to need a pad. Kewl looking to get active. They do see a pad. I would be interested to see them go reuse that and save their pad, but they're going to use their own. Not a bad play. You really aren't going to be able to use pads after this position. I mean, you can, but it's not as effective First and second moving are pretty much when you're going to use your pads. And we see this gold Evochrome AR just shredding through builds. That player's just like, nah, I'm good. Now they're on front side. They lose priority, though. They're going to push off that solo, able to get that Elim. And I like how they're not greeding for that. I feel like a lot of people greed for Elims. It's a solid play here by them to not greed for it. Able to get himself his own layer. Chrome's his buddy. I don't know if that was like a defensive Chrome or if that was just to make sure his buddy had Chrome. Nonetheless, I don't necessarily mind it. And I like staying front side here. Good recognition to get up. Trading over Matt so we can keep tarping here. And then Yumi recognizes, dude, this is chaos. Low ground is going to be crazy. Let's just use these. Get along this left side here. This is a great rotate. I love that, actually. Being able to get out of this area. So just look. Take a peek with me. Look at how much would have been if they tried to go through their old builds. There's like 8 players right in that area. But instead, they're like, nah, we'll just go up and around. Go through this area, get ourselves into some dead space. I really like that rotate. Kewl and Yumi are able to get back together. They really haven't taken many engagements here. They got that 1 in 5th that absolutely stacked them, and then they've just been able to play off that pretty much the entire time. Now they are looking for one of those Elims. They've used all their Chrome, so they can't play that anymore. I don't really like this play because this is a left-hand peek onto a low ground team. So if they know how to play that properly, they do just hold that, claim it. We know that that's Pam and Fatch, so they're going to be on high ping, so they know they can't hold that. These guys able to claim low ground right in front of them. I do like that play here, late in 8th zone. This is a play to win the game. Fatch and Pam know they've gotten pushed off, but little do they know this same team's going to keep pushing them. Or not. Interesting. Looks like that player just goes down the storm. Kewl's able to pick some of it up. Oh. Beautiful play. Going for the build instead of the shot there, so you know that player has no build. You piece him. Great little smart, intelligent play by Yumi. This is some of the stuff that I've been hearing, right? They're a very good, intelligent duo. I like that. Even though I haven't watched them a ton, do like what I've seen. Now we're running low on builds. Kewl doing a good job holding for his buddy. Oh, beautiful peek with both them there. And again, they do not greed for the body here. I feel like a lot of players, especially in their map position, greed for the body right there. And these guys are smart enough not to, knowing they have enough to play off of. And they're just going to play the little mats that they have. Kewl's going to use the little bit he has left. Now it's a final 2v2. Mats get dropped down, so that's a little extension, but not going to be much. Now let's look to see how they make this play. I always like watching this from drone free. This is, in my opinion, the best way to watch this. Pump jumps down. That's a hero play, in my opinion. Taking a 2v1, essentially. That's what happens when you make hero plays. Not the right move. If you're going to drop down, do so as a duo. Now we see Aviv up there. He's got nothing left. He's forced to drop down. And see if they drop down, probably take down Kewl. Like, it's literally just a single piece. But nonetheless, Kewl and Yumi play that as well as they could. Pretty much just like guaranteed second place in that game. They played that so smoothly. I like the smarts out of them. The intelligence from the boys. Nonetheless, GG's, well played. See you tomorrow.